All right, y'all, boy, we're making some breakfast hash with my leftover pot roast. I'm just cutting up a couple of potatoes and some bell peppers. I show y'all two ways of how you can kind of cut them that makes them easier for you. Also, just note that I'm not doing this like professionally. This was just like, I just want something really fast. So don't feel like you gotta do something because they do very precise knife cuts or whatever. Like, make all your stuff, all your ingredients about the same size, and you'll be okay to get started. So I had about 6 potatoes. I think I ended up using 5. I used about a half of a green bell pepper and the butt of the bell pepper. Try not to use any waste. I had about a half of a really small orange bell pepper I needed to use, and then a half of an onion, a yellow onion that I had in my fridge. That's my little scrap bowl. I always try to keep one when I'm cooking. And again, I'm not cutting this like, how I should probably cut it at work or something like that. You just want nice sized chunks. I'm gonna say I probably had about a pound or so of leftover pot roast. We're about to see that come up in a second. Already marinated. It was actually already cooked. It was just my leftovers. Feel free to use really, like, you can use whatever you want. You can use no meat if you don't want it in your hash. I put some butter in there, but I actually ended up putting more. And just putting my potatoes in. My potatoes were rinsed and rinsed a couple of times so you didn't get as much starch on them. Sauteing everything up over medium heat. Added all my vegetables, and then I'm adding in my pot roast. About a half a cup of the leftover liquid that it cooked in, the braising liquid. Even a couple of the vegetables from it as well. Saute that up. I turn my heat down a little bit, and then I think I cover it. I think that's what's about to happen next. Yeah, I cover it. Let that go for about 10 minutes or until it is fork tender. And you just kind of season the taste, right? Like I said, my pot roast was already seasoned. I did lightly salt my potatoes and vegetables while they were sauteing as well. Taste throughout the process. Again, here I am putting a little bit of pepper. I think I ended up putting more pepper, more salt. Like I said, just taste to how you want it to taste. Add whatever seasonings you want. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, whatever kind of pepper, hot chili flakes. Okay, and then I'm gonna fry an egg, right? So again, I do this over probably like medium-high heat. And you want enough butter that's gonna cover up your pan. You want it to get nice and foamy, then you can crack the eggs. Y'all, cracking an egg with one hand is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, to be honest. I like to pop my eggs like this, just the albumin, the whites around it, so that part doesn't take longer to cook and it all kind of flattens out and cooks evenly. I like to salt my egg once it is starting to cook. You don't want to cook. You don't want to salt while your egg is still running, still loose. You want it to set a little bit. And then again, I'm really proud of myself because in this video, I ended up flipping this egg. Break the yolk if you like your yolk to be closer to being over hard. Give it a little stir. Y'all gonna see this first time I didn't get it, but this time, so good. Then you stir that thing up, man. Enjoy. Got some fresh parsley. But yeah, do your thing.